Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. And for those that are just joining us newly, my name is Shalom Honora and my brand name is Mark Hair Culture. We have been going through a series of what to know about human hair, and this is the part 4. So if you've not gotten to this part, you need to go back to our profile and check out the first, second, and the third episode of this series. So today's topic is going to be vendor secrets that no one tells you. So let's get right into it. So our first point is start local before going international. And this simply applies to international contacts like wholesalers that are located in maybe Vietnam or China. So I know that these days people do hold their contacts, and even for you to get contacts these days, you have to buy them, and you buy them at outrageous prices or maybe like huge prices. And then you, as a small business owner with a small capital, what do you intend to do? Will you want to go and start looking for contacts like that? Maybe contact that a vendor will sell for 250K or 300K when you know that okay, your capital is just 300K. You know that. So when you're in a situation like this, you don't need to bother about buying contacts. What you need to bother about is you getting your suppliers locally. Like there are local suppliers and wholesalers in Nigeria right now, and even some companies in Vietnam or China that have their warehouse in Nigeria. So that's being said, is to tell you that some of these wholesalers get their hair directly from all those Vietnam and China wholesale vendors that are in Nigeria. You understand? And they have registered companies for themselves as wholesalers that they get directly from those factories. So what you need to do is to do your search, do your research, find these local wholesalers and get them first. Use them as a stepping stone. By the time you're able to get your own customer base, and then okay, you've gotten like a lot of experience in the hair industry, you can be able to now go internationally. Because if you start internationally without even getting a customer base first, or even knowing the kind of texture that you are willing to start selling, it is going to be a problem for you. Because then you don't even know, like you've not mastered these international vendors and you don't even know what texture they're selling. And two, they are located in far places. So imagine you get the hair, let me say like you use somebody's money and buy the hair, and then the hair finally comes in, it becomes like trash. And it's trash. What will you tell the person that you use her money to buy the hair? But when you go there physically and see what this person, you see, and you're able to tell that okay, what this person is actually legit, you can actually be able to do a refund or something like that, or maybe even go and make other research or check other places where you can get better hairs than you getting hair from somebody who is far from your location, like in Vietnam or China, when you're not even sure of their strands yet or their textures, because you have to do a test run. You have to do a test run. So when you don't have that kind of capital or something, you need to start locally first. When you start locally, you'll be able to stand your ground and be able to have like an experience of what textures feels like and good textures feels like and what the bad ones feels like. You understand now? Like because experience can also teach you. And then if you're being mentored by somebody who can guide you through it, then that's fine. You can also get like good wholesalers that can also tell you, okay, these are the different qualities, this is what people go for, or this is what you feel like if you want to go into it. Because some of these wholesalers can reveal secrets to you and tell you what to actually go for if you want the kind of customer base that you're looking for. They'll tell you what to go for. If you want to go for cheap, they'll give you cheap. If you want to go for the luxury hairs, you go for the luxury hairs, because they're wholesalers that deal on luxury hairs only. They're wholesalers that deal on average. You understand? Because it just depends on the kind of customer that you're looking for, or maybe how you want to start. That will give you a stepping stone. Then by the time you know the kind of thing your customer wants, you can be able to like go extra. Maybe try to get maybe like a better discount, maybe like look for supplier, and then by the time you've created a name, you can test out any vendor you want, you can buy any contacts that you want because you have the money to do that. So another point is don't rush into bulk buying. Let me see, if you are fortunate to maybe like have the capital to get from, or maybe buy a contact and get from international suppliers, you don't need to start buying in bulk. You should never even do that. Like your sixth sense should also already tell you you shouldn't do that, because first, before you even want to buy from a vendor, it just depends on who you got the contact from. There's some people that can actually give you their personal suppliers, while some people will just give you ordinary contacts, or maybe like contact that they got from the internet and all of those things. So you need to know who you're even getting your contacts from, and you need to know how you source your contacts. You understand now? So if you source your contacts from maybe like Instagram, what you need to do first is maybe you send them a DM and then you ask them for like raw videos. Like maybe you try to call them on video call and ask them for raw videos of their products. Not Instagram lights and all of this. And you want to see the raw video of their product without light. After that, if they're able to do that, fine. If they feel like, oh, they can't do a video call, you remove your hand from there. Then even if you buy and all these things, because some people can still go extra mile to scam you. So even if they do this, all you need to do is first of all, you ask them if they have a refund policy. If they don't have a refund policy, do not buy. Ask them if they have a refund policy, and if they tell you, oh, okay, they can do it for the first time you're buying it, but after that time you cannot refund anymore, then you'll be like, okay, it's fine. But your first time of buying should should have a refund policy. You know that. So even if you're buying the first time, you shouldn't buy in bulk, but you should also at least get a reasonable amount, that even if they want to scam you or something like that later on, you'll be able to say, okay, that their qualities are consistent. And also you can even do this trick, maybe use under contact again to chat them up. Like if you really want to get from them and you have that time to actually like watch out for them, like you can do it. And if you have the money, you can go ahead and do it if you really want to get from them. Because by the time you shop maybe like 4, 5, 6 times, you see that their quality is consistent, then you can actually go in for a bulk order if you have the money to do that. Okay. Then the next thing is for you to start small. Oh. Let me say, if let me say like you are financially buoyant and you want to go into hair business, and you don't start small, you might even end up being depressed in the business, because hair business is not like a provision store, or it's not like a supermarket that maybe it is like clothes or something like that. Hair business is where money are invested, money is being invested. People will not trust you with their millions or their thousands if they don't see your consistency or they don't know you. You understand? If you open a store of hair selling, it is very difficult to even get one client to walk into your store than opening a food store. That is how difficult hair business can be. It needs your 100% attention and your 100% consistency. You don't need to go on and off today. People need to see how consistent you show up for your business. Then with that, you would start small. Let me say like you get like 1 kg or 2 kg, and be advertising. You can also be using people's videos in between to also like be showing up, because you don't have to be showing only one type of hair most of the time. You need to be showing up too. By the time people see you naturally wearing that hair sometimes and then using people's video and coming in, they want to try you out. Anytime they want to patronize you now, they'll be like, yes, they want to patronize you. By the time you do it like for half a year, people will start thinking, oh, okay, she's consistent, okay, she's showing up, okay, because there are people that are difficult to please. You might have their contacts for a whole 1 year, they'll not patronize you till maybe like the next year. Or maybe they'll feel like, oh, their trust issues is still, because maybe they've had the experience of trying a small business owner and they got what the other person what I got. You know that. So you need to show them how consistent your results are. Like how consistent your quality are. It's not today is good and tomorrow is good, or maybe the good and bad, something like that. So by the time you show up for your business every time, one day people want to patronize you. I had a client that I introduced into I used to go around for publicity, like anywhere I go to, I tell people about my business. So this client, I just met her, like she studied in the school that I studied in the same department. So I recognized her face and I told her, oh, see you, I did this, I do this and I do this. So I got her contact, and then the next few months or even the next 1 month, she patronized me. The people that are not that difficult to impress, honestly speaking. And if you just need to pray to have this kind of clients, and you will be getting sales. But there are people that maybe they want to if they want to order maybe like a hair from 500K upwards, you need to tell yourself that, or you need to prove yourself worthy of their money. That is just the truth about it. But if it's for help, maybe like 100K, 120K, 130K, or even 200K, there are people that can still trust you, or there are people that are even difficult to be trusted. So you just need to keep on showing up. The whole thing is just you to keep on showing up. Don't just pack all your money and go and buy goods and job, and you're not able to make sales for the first 1 year and you're depressed. You don't need to tie your money down like that. You need to start small first. Then when the order is coming in, you be increasing a little bit, because there are a lot of people that have the money and they really want to venture into the hair business, or maybe like they have the sponsor. But if you don't have like a capital, you need to start with wholesalers. You need to start with pre-order, or like I cannot say this is the way to do it, because everybody just have their own grace. Like you can start 1 year and then start making your sales that same 1 year. Like, and you can start with bulk buying, and you can still get people. It just depends on who you are and what influence you've made in the society. If you're an influencer and want to start a business, you can easily sell out. If you are nobody knows you, then you have to show yourself. You have to prove yourself. You have to be consistent every day. You get that? So that is just how it is. So you need to this particular topic can never be overemphasized. You need to be consistent. You need to be consistent. You need to show up every day. You need to be showing up every day. And also, if you are even going to get a supplier from international supplier or even locally, you need to like build a relationship with the suppliers, either locally or internationally. You need to build a relationship with them, and the more you build a relationship with them, the more they are able to like easily tell you the truth about the texture that is in the hair industry and what they are selling. You understand now? And also building with them also also give you the license for them to give you like a discount. If you find a good supplier, stick with them. By the time you shop with them over time and you ask for a discount, they can actually easily give you a discount. That is just, you don't shop on this one, shop on this one, shop on this. No. You have to just find one good one and keep that one. Then if you can be shopping from others, you can equally be shopping from others. But just know that okay, there's one particular one that if you have something that is worrying you, or maybe there's something you don't understand in the strands, or maybe like in textures of hair, or maybe you saw something on someone else's page and you're like, you can easily go and ask your supplier and they can clarify that for you. And another thing is, don't necessarily assume that your supplier understands your language totally. Most suppliers or most international suppliers, China or Vietnam, not all of them are like fluently in English. This is like something that a lot of people don't talk about. And then if you meet them and ask them for a particular type of thing, and then they end up giving you something different, it will just tell you that okay, this person don't really understand, or maybe this person don't really comprehend English the way we do, because English is like one of our languages, like something that we use every day. So them now they had to start learning English because of the international trade. So for you to know that is an advantage. So sometimes if there's something serious that you want to talk about, or a particular detailed type of texture that you want, use Google Translator in order for you to get the best answer, or the best feedback from them, because sometimes you might be using big English, big grammar, they don't understand it, and they end up giving you what you do not order. So sometimes you need to give them detailed explanation in their language for them to understand, no matter how fluent you feel like they are in English. If you really want to succeed in this hair business, you need to make research, you need to do things. And if you want a specific type of strand or a specific type of quality or texture, you need to translate it to them in their language so that they can understand it and so that they can give you the best results. That is, not everybody talk about this. And if you watch to this end, you know that like you have an advantage in the industry right now. That is why you need to like step out. You need to be unique. You need to be outstanding in what you're doing. Everybody is selling hair, but not everybody knows hair. That is just the truth about it. So people might get it, okay, this is bullshit, this is bouncy, this is this. But I'm telling you, forget what people used to tell you that, oh, stylists know hair qualities than this thing. They don't really know, because what they know is what they're seeing. But I'm telling you, if you want a particular type of quality, they can give it to you. You just need to know it, and you just need to be able to state what you want correctly and direct. And by doing that, you need to use Google Translator to do that in order for them to understand it. That is just the truth. And nobody will tell you this. Not everybody even know about this. So if you want to be outstanding in your career, you need to create a relationship with these people in order for them to also be able to be comfortable to tell you certain things. And if there's something that is being said as a lie or stated as a lie here in Nigeria for people to sell out, they will actually tell you the truth and tell you the right one to go for. you know but if you just want a normal something, or maybe you're just a normal vendor that just want to buying hairs, oh, you saw it, okay, it's bone straight, it's moving like this, it's bouncy, it's moving like this, it's deep wave, it's moving like this, my dear, you might not be able to get the best experience in the hair industry. A lot of people have made it, yes, in the hair business, yes. But I'm telling you, if you want to be outstanding, if you want to be outstanding in anything you do, it is a huge sacrifice that you need to take. You need to be better. You need to make more research. You need to go deep. Aside from the fact that Vietnam, China, India are the top manufacturing companies in top hair businesses, top hair manufacturing businesses, there are other countries. And in order for you to get or have more experiences in this industry and all those things, you need a deep relationship with these people, because by the time they can be able to even connect you to other countries that sell, or maybe contacts that can, these people, like, you need, if you want to be good in this business, you really want to be outstanding, it's not about just selling hair. This hair industry is very deep. And if you're ready to go deep, you need to make deep choices, deep sacrifices. You need to know that it's not just about making sales, it's about connecting with the business. That is just it. If you want to be outstanding, that is just the truth. So I hope that this video was helpful for you, and stay tuned for more series that is coming. So one thing is that if you subscribe to this channel, not only would you be understanding the hair business, but also you'll be motivated. Like, you'll be doing things differently from the way other people are doing it. Yes, I'm still a small business owner, but I will not always be small. That is just the truth about it. So stay tuned for more videos, and don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel and get more updates on when we are dropping the next series. Thanks for watching. Bye.